Joe, I bet you're never going to hear that song the same way again.
Yeah, I like what you did there.
Wait, where are you?
Are you
Your
underwater?
Your phone sounds horrible.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're better now. What'd you say? We couldn't hear you.
I said I like what you did there.
Yeah. All the credit goes to T-Bone on that one.
Well, I wore my shirt you gave me.
Oh, yeah, thank you. A little gratitude.
Yeah, Joe on today. I knew it. Celtics. Yeah. It's nice. It actually fits. It's nice and long.
I really enjoyed the 5 minutes of listening to you guys do the advertisements.
A lot of people are bitching
Keep
about
the
that
lights
stuff,
on.
Joe. Had in-game complaints about it, too, on the stream.
We have bills to pay.
Yeah.
They were running
It
dormant.
really made me want to just buy all that stuff. That was great.
We love that. We love to hear that. It sounds like your team has been doing a lot of running. That's what Jaylen Brown has told everyone, that he feels as if he's on a track team, not a basketball team. What's been going on behind the curtain there at practice?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think, obviously with the new roster that we have new strengths, new opportunities, new basketball personalities, and it gives us an opportunity to just develop a little bit of a different identity depending upon what gives us, the best chance to win and capitalizing on the strengths that the team has. So, that's what we've been doing in training camp, and it's a credit to the guys. They've been doing a great job, just kind of, buying into the identity that we're trying to create.
Can you give me a couple of those strengths in detail other than the obvious? Tatum, Brown, White.
Yeah, I mean, I still think as much as the turnover that we felt like we've had, we still got a lot of guys that are still here. We do have a decent amount of continuity on the court and in the locker room. So locker room culture is still very strong. And then obviously the experience that we have with the returning guys and what they've been able to do. And then with the new guys, we're obviously a little bit younger, a little bit faster, a little athletic, and there's just guys that have come from different situations. Maybe they haven't had as much playing time or opportunity, and kind of leveraging that opportunity that they have here. So not much has changed, but trying to take advantage of the changes that have been made with the strengths that we got.
First preseason game tonight. How do you approach these games, and what are you looking to see out of your team?
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest thing is, do we have the same carryover from the identity that we're trying to create in practice, right? Practice has been good. It's been fun. It's been competitive. Can it be the same thing? Sometimes, it's easier to do that in practice than it is in the game, and we just have to, get right to it. So really the identity that we're trying to create, the language that we have, the system that we're trying to implement, make sure that we're able to do that. And, obviously the effort and the mentality.
Joe, since we talked to you, I mean, we talked about Tatum a little bit at that dinner, but since that dinner, he's been making the rounds. He's been down to New York. He's been doing some appearances on TV shows and that. He's pushing new things. And he made the comment of, I didn't say I'm not playing yet this year. And it gets people excited. You know that. And I know you guys didn't put a timetable on it, but any more updates on sort of his recovery here? Is still steady, right?
No, he's alive and well.
Yep.
He's alive and well, and just working really hard to get a full recovery. So we'll see how it goes.
Are there times you guys have to have him step back, or just to calm it down a little bit?
I mean, I kind of stay out of it. He has a great team around him between our sports scientist, our physical therapist, his trainer Nick, and their group. So to me. I just allow the people to do their job, and everything is centered around making sure he gets a full recovery. That's the most important thing. So just kind of trust that process, trust the people around him.
Joe, have you established clear set goals for the team for the season, where you want to be?
I mean, I don't really like using, to me, it's really developing a mindset and an identity. I think those are more important than goals per se. The goals come within the things that we're trying to go after tactically and systematically. But, to me, developing a mindset, developing an identity, developing, a process towards how we want to go about doing things throughout a season, that stuff's the most important. So, I think, we're only 5 practices in. I think that's what preseason is for, is to really lay the groundwork. And then once the season starts, how quickly can we get to that mindset, that personality, that team identity? How long can we stay there? And then how how adjusting can we be? The season brings on challenges that we don't even know. We have no idea what's going to be ahead of us this season. So can we go in with an open mind and ready to attack and be problem solvers and kind of take on what the challenges of the season present?
Derek White said this offseason that Memphis is his least favorite city on the NBA schedule to visit. What's your favorite city and what's your least favorite city right now?
Memphis.
That's where they are right now, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I would probably take it into thirds, and it's definitely at the bottom third, for sure. There's a lot that goes. We actually, the late hours and kind of some of the dead time that we have. There's a lot that goes into ranking a city. There's probably close to 10 to 15 columns that you have to factor in when you're ranking a city. Speed with which you can get from landing, getting to the bus when you land is a key one. Then, distance from airport to the hotel, that's a big one. Then you got, hotel elevators. You got, Wi-Fi speed. You got, size and quality of the fitness center in the hotel. You got distance from hotel to arena, so you factor in, shoot-around times and whatnot,
I got multiple.
I feel like
We're going to do another 10 minutes here.
No, but I feel like the team's choice in hotels shouldn't bring down this entire city. If you're staying in a hotel that has crappy Wi-Fi or bad elevators, I mean, is the city to blame for that, or the people of Memphis to blame
dynamic.
for that?
I mean,
They
it's
stay in
everything.
5 stars. It's the league.
It's everything.
You're
Distance
not at a
from
Marriott, an office park, like us.
Distance from arena back to the airport post game. How quickly can you get through? So there's just so much that goes into. Just like the game. I mean, there's so many things that go into what makes it good, what makes it not good. You got to factor in all that stuff.
Well, fitness center is a big one for Zoe too. Yeah.
Joe, on Wi-Fi, like the $12.95 a day when you got to sign up at Marriott Bonvoy, do you guys pay that and give them a code, or do they have to pick that up?
They give us an access code, but that's important for download speeds for the equipment. I mean, for the video guys to download games, and you're sharing games amongst staff through Dropbox. I mean, it's just just being in the city doesn't tell the whole story.
How about per diem food? Like, did they hand you an envelope when you get there? Like $75 a day? You're laughing at that. That's a little light. That's your apps.
And then you got to know, like, is there a good coffee shop in walking distance? Is there a good restaurant?
Food is probably very high. Yeah, food's probably.
It's a very complex question. Very complex question.
Yeah, did you get handed the cash at West Virginia? You're of an age where they were still handing out the cash to play it. Well, no, legally. Legally, there was like a food.
They still do it now.
Yeah, they give you, whatever it was, like $20. Even though you were still going out as a team and getting meals, there was money on top of it for food.
Yeah, definitely. No question. Yeah.
And is it still $20 now in the NBA? That's the question.
$19.95.
Yeah.
Plus tax.
Plus tax.
Unbelievable.
What are you watching now? Now that you're done with Sopranos, what are you on to?
Terminal List, the Dark Wolf one.
I haven't seen that. I'm gonna have to take.
Oh
check.
man, you got it. I mean, it's an unbelievable show. You got to watch it. First one was really good. The Terminal List first season was good, and then now they're doing like the prequel, the Dark Wolf. So it's a hell of a show.
Okay, all right. You recommend it. Says it's a hell of a show. Must now try. All right.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah, it won't disappoint.
All right, Joe. Well, it's great to talk to you as always.
Yeah, if you guys can write all those factors down, and we'll start going over like the city checklist.
Okay.
Yeah, 10 to 15 is what you want to rate it on.
Yeah, I think there's 10 to 15.
Does weather factor in for you? I know you're sort of a dark and gloomy kind of guy, so you don't really.
Yeah,
need
I'm not
the
a big
sunshine.
I'm one of the least excited people when we land and it's like sunny outside. I'm not big on that. Okay. But for the players and probably for the mental well-being of most of the travel parties, weather's important.
Yeah. For the average guy. Yeah, no, they enjoy nice weather.
Not for the different guy.
All right, Joe. Have a great week.
Joe.
Hey, have a great week.
All right, see ya. Joe Mazzulla, Celtics head coach.